After the Indian adventure to Hyderabad in 2010, ICCA's 50th Congress was staged in the industrial heartland of Europe, in Leipzig, Germany. Saxony's trading hub enjoys a rich heritage and meetings, including the Leipzig Trade Fair, first staged in the Middle Ages. So, great expectations? One concern.
We thought for a start we would have too many Germans. Maybe you can't have too many, but we have a strong membership in Germany, and we were worried that we could end up with maybe 200 or more Germans that could create a blockage between the connection of the different nationalities who are here. So what we did is we arranged for each individual German to invite all the delegates who came from twin cities around the world of their twin city to meet with them and network with them during the event. And we wrote with the German Convention Bureau and set this whole thing up, identified the individuals so that each German had a very clear task to talk to other people who they didn't already know from cities which they may have actually a cultural or business connection with. And what that's done is it's spread the Germans amongst the audience and helped to make all kinds of new connections.
Martin, as we convene here in Leipzig, for the 13th time this year, the European leaders are convening in Brussels to discuss the broken euro. Is there an end to this cycle?
Well, I'm often talking to people who are expressing the view that what do we do when the crisis is over? And my view is that it's actually a new normal to have regular crisis. We're living through revolutionary times, and what the global economy is going to look like in future is not going to be a new version of what it was like before the turmoil really kicked in. And that's something that our board's been addressing this week in Leipzig. So how do we navigate our way through this environment? We need to be flexible. We need to be able to change direction very, very quickly. We're lucky that we've built up solid financial reserves so that if we do take a hit, we can change our investment strategy. We're building our resources not just in Europe, but also in our office in Kuala Lumpur, in Latin America, in the US. So overall, we're trying to build ourselves a platform that allows us to weather whatever gets thrown at us. And it's impossible to predict where those shocks are going to come to the system. We now have members in 87 countries, so at any one time there will be 3 or 4 countries and our members in those countries who are going through a crisis. And we have to be there to support those members and also at the same time to safely navigate our own association through the waters.
Now, the 50th Congress here has actually created record numbers, over 1,000 delegates. Is that significant, or in actual fact, is it important?
Well, it makes a great headline, that's for sure. I mean, we're over 1,000 for the first time. We've got a record number of countries represented, record number of ICCA member companies represented, record number participating in the business exchange process. We've broken all kinds of records this week. But my staff and my responsibility is effectively to try and maximize the individual delegate experience. And the bigger the Congress, the bigger that challenge is. And we've had to think strategically from a long time back, because we knew this would be a big one. So we already anticipated that we would have particular challenges in helping to connect people and to allow people to meet their individual business objective. We've invested very heavily in technology to allow people to fix appointments, to find each other easily. And we're also putting more and more emphasis on our first-timer session. We've got more than 300 people here who've never been to a Congress before. So for us it was very important that they weren't confused or lost or in any way uncomfortable. And our half-day session to orientate them and to introduce them to mentors and to make them feel they're not alone. Now they saw that there were 300 people in the room, all in the same boat, all learning at the same time as each other. It empowers them to feel, hey, I can actually do something here. And we've had fantastic feedback from the first timers and a really great mood here this week.
3, 2, 1. No, you're not quite there. You're not quite there.
Looks like Asia Pacific just
Asia Pacific is in the lead by 1 centimetre.
Who thinks up these ridiculous games?
We do it every year. We sit down and work out what is going to be the most sensational evening for the Cat Night. It's a simple, stupid idea that's creative and has international fun and impact.
And who's going to win tonight?
Scandinavia, because they've been cheating. Very simple, very simple.
Have they always cheated?
No, just tonight. They're just competitive by nature. But I'm delighted that the Central European chapter haven't made it tonight, James, because they were very confident.
A merger has taken place between two chapters, and the president doesn't know anything about it.
Sometimes I wake up and I don't know where I am. If I am in India, I am in Singapore, if I am in Latin America, but that is quite nice because our association is becoming global and more global, and I was really surprised 3 days ago when checking our statistics. I find out that nowadays, if we consider countries, we have 87, and 47 of those countries are based in Europe, but 53% are based out of Europe. So this is a real different dimension of our association, and we were looking for that in the past, and that is becoming real. So we are really happy about that.
Do you feel as though some of the smaller chapters are getting an equal share of voice?
Of course, and that is our proposal. It doesn't matter the dimension of the region they represent. We matter about all members. If we have one in 1,000 kilometers or we have 50 in the same amount of kilometers. The most important thing is they are members and they will have the same voice in our association every time.
How does the ICCA board stay close to its membership and stay in touch with the backbenches?
Yes, that is one of our strategies to get and be more global and to be near the chapters. All the board now is considered near the members, and they have been participating during the year in different regional events where they were invited, but also because we try to suggest our members to invite them, because not always we can be the CEO or me to be in all the events worldwide. So nowadays we have a strong team with the board moving up and down the world doing this job too.
When people think about Puerto Rico, they often think of blue Caribbean waters, gentle tropical breezes, and warm, friendly people. Yes, you'll find that in Puerto Rico. But in addition to all those wonderful attributes, Puerto Rico is also a sophisticated world-class meeting destination.
Yes, we're thrilled to be the host for ICCA 2012. Our team of professionals, members, and Puerto Ricans are just waiting to receive ICCA.
It's a great location, a fantastic new convention center. We're virtually taking over a large, brand new hotel 2 minutes walk away from there, so it will be fantastic for 24-hour networking.
This gives the opportunity of ICCA members to come over to the Caribbean and experience. We're able to host international congresses and conventions, that we do have the meeting facilities like our convention center, the largest convention center in the Caribbean and the most technologically advanced convention center of the Caribbean and Latin America.
It's a bridge between North America, Latin America, the Caribbean, which we don't have a strong membership in yet, so it's a fantastic opportunity for us to bring across politicians, decision makers, business leaders from Trinidad, from Jamaica, from the Bahamas, from all those destinations which are thinking about getting into the international meetings business but haven't really got a foothold yet.
Another culture, another style, another music, another rhythm, I will say, and San Juan is a wonderful city. So again, the delegates will experiment another change. And of course, changes means happiness, means new culture, and means new developments.